Tom Aspinall explains why his upcoming fight against Curtis Blaydes at UFC 304 is a no-win situation for him. Speaking to the Mac Life, Aspinall said this is no disrespect to Curtis. He's a bit of a lose-lose fight, and the fact that he's not that popular is what I'm saying. He's not that popular. The guys who you want to fight are the guys who stylistically you match up well with, and they're really popular. Chito Vera gives his prediction for Sean O'Malley versus Merab.
First of all, Merab is chinny. He's been dropped quite a few times. I mean, if Henry Cejudo drop you, anyone can drop you. Let's put it like that.
Damn.
And then you go drop Marlon Moraes. This is what I think. O'Malley's a sharpshooter. He don't hit hard like Rod Fon or guys like John Lineker. He's really snappy. He's quick. He can touch you and he moves really well. He's a great athlete. He moves extremely good. Merab on the other side is grinding. He's just non-stop. He can hustle. But also, if he gets touched early, he might get stopped.
Yeah, early stoppage, if anything.
And people were saying that O'Malley don't have enough cardio. I mean, I put pressure. He got tired, but he does can hold himself up. So if he can close the gap, we'll see, right? Because everybody's been getting taken down by Merab. The other thing with Merab doesn't seem to have the grapple to submit anyone. He take you down, but everybody stand up. Everybody. That's what he wants by decision. So in the early fight, I would think O'Malley can touch him because he's been dropped a few times and he gets dropped bad. And look, Cejudo is like 3 foot tall.
Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith discussed Chael Sonnen boxing Anderson Silva. Chael versus Anderson is set to go down on June 15th in Brazil.
Oh, I was shocked, to be fair, because Chael and I work together a lot, and I do the same thing with you. I'm like, come on, man, just one more. I need to stop doing that. I don't know why I do that. I'm always trying to get everybody to fight, but and he's always like, nah, I'm done. So, but he looks good, and he looks like he's been in shape. He looks a little bit leaner, and like, I don't know if he's known something was coming down the pipe for a while, but he looked different the last couple times we worked together. So.
Well, at UFC 300, I said to him, oh,
yeah, he looked good.
Lean, Chael.
Yeah, it looks like he's been working out and training, at least doing some conditioning or whatever. He looks lean, and so of course I'm like, hey, Chael, you should get one more, right? But he's always said, I'm not a boxer. I'm not, and I don't want to. He doesn't want to train MMA, like he doesn't want to go back to the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu and all that stuff. And he said, I don't box, so I just always thought it wasn't going to happen. Then I seen the announcement and I texted him right away yesterday, like 5 o'clock, and he didn't respond. Apparently he was on a plane coming back from Paris or something, and he texted me this morning and said, yeah, it's happening. So
yeah,
that's not that surprised for Anderson. I thought we would see Anderson at least one more time. Really shocked that Chael's lacing him up, but it's intriguing for sure. I'm excited.
It's intriguing. There's a massive storyline. It's in Brazil. Of course, the two of them shared the octagon twice. Fair play, well done. They're going out there, 5 2-minute rounds. Okay, there's not going to be they're similar ages. They've fought before. They're the same size. 5 2-minute rounds. Don't get me wrong. You can do a lot of damage in 1 2-minute round, especially when you got the kind of prowess of an Anderson Silva. But he's slowed down a touch. Chael's going to come back. It'll be entertaining for the fans. I hope they make a tidy sum of money, the pair of them, and I wish them both the best of luck.
Dricus Du Plessis has high praise for Conor McGregor. Dricus says that every fighter should thank Conor for what he's done for the sport of MMA.
A guy like Conor, who just did an amazing movie. I mean, that guy's, everything he touches, man, he's such a legend in this sport, what he's done. He's transformed it into such a mainstream sport. And
have you dealt with him at all? Have you
I've met him quite a few times. I was working with Tidal. I was supposed to meet with him for a dinner once, but that was actually the fight where he broke his leg.
Oh, wow.
So that obviously didn't happen. But I've met him 2 or 3 times and always been a very polite, nice guy. And I've always been a fan of his. Anybody that dislikes Conor, obviously I can understand disliking the persona, but I don't know him personally, but meeting him, different person, and even if you don't like him, you can't ever discredit what he's done for the sport.
Absolutely.
Because every single fighter needs to thank him, in my opinion, for the raise in pay, the raise in awareness of the sport. I think Conor McGregor might be one of the most famous people on earth.
I agree, absolutely.
In such a short period of time in a sport that's not that mainstream is spectacular.
Paige Vanzant was a massive favorite over Elle Brooke leading up to their boxing match last night. Elle Brooke is a British influencer / OnlyFans model who has only been boxing for 2 years. The two ended up fighting to a split draw. Elle knocked Paige down in the first round.
and going toe-to-toe with her.
And this is what I said.
Now, Paige is receiving a good bit of criticism over this loss. Last week, Paige said Dylan Dennis wasn't a real fighter. Dylan reposted the video of Paige getting dropped. He wrote, quote-unquote, real fighter, dropped by a star. Paige posted this photo to her Instagram last night after the fight. It says, rematch August, O2 Arena. The comments are pretty brutal. To read off the top comments, 0-7 in your last 7 fights. Hub, you cannot fight. Bro lost to a star. Embarrassing. A draw with a star. A former UFC fighter, really? No thanks. You came from a fighting background and you couldn't even beat that joke of a fighter. Retire. Didn't think this could get any more embarrassing for Paige Vanzant, but then she went and got bashed by a worker. The fall off is real. And now you really disappoint so many people. Like, how are you a fighter losing to a casual? OnlyFans ruined your career. Earlier today, Paige posted this video to her Instagram saying that she wants the rematch. Comments are even worse on this one.
Morning, everybody. Obviously, we didn't get the results that we predicted last night. I really thought that I did enough at the end. My whole team thought we did enough. I think a lot of people did. The judging, a little bit nuts, but it looks like it sets up the perfect rematch. I just got to go to her turf and take her belt there. So I'll see all of you guys in London. Thank you guys, Misfits. This was an incredible experience. Obviously not hurt or injured. I do think my jab was landing a little bit, so I'll just wait for the bruise to heal, but straight back to camp, and yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this one more time.
You almost lost to a star. Maybe go that route. Former UFC fighter. Did you really just only get a draw to a star? Please just retire from fighting. Retire. Retire yesterday. You got dropped by a star. No one wants to see a rematch of this trash fight. You definitely didn't do enough, and you got knocked down. Please don't ever fight again. To find out you were beaten by a professional and I cannot believe you got knocked down and drawn against not only a novice, but someone whose career is mainly in the adult industry, and you're a professional fighter with a ton of experience, especially from UFC. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, MMA guru doing backflips in his wheelchair right now. The second one says, my dumb thought John Jones was coming out of the closet. And the final one's from John. It's in reference to Joaquin Buckley and Cub Swanson going back and forth. It says Cub checking Buckley was an OG chess move. Lil Kid has been getting too high on himself lately. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.